Good morning, campers. Today is Thursday, January 29th, and we are going to go hike the rock. It's a mini Devil's Tower in a way. That's how I like to look at it. But it's a day off. I have Thursday and Friday off. In fact, here, take a look. That's what we're hiking. Now, granted, you can't go to the top. I mean, you could go to the top of the rock, but you see that little lip around the bottom of it? That's where you can walk to. So that's where we're going. It's windy out. It's super windy out. Not super windy, but it's windy out. But we're going to head up there, go for a little walk, do a little talking, tell you about some of my plans, what we're going to be doing here. But look, we still got some snow on the ground. It is a chilly, windy January day. This coming Sunday will be February 1st. I like that we get out of January. That's like my favorite time of the year. When we get out of January, it's like things start looking up. Granted, February's still a little cool as well, but yeah, at least you're out of January. That's the key. Here's this walk where I came through last time. See, now the high school is like right over there. And so I think the high school kids come through here and they just, you know what we need is we need a trash can. I mean, I think every city has this type of, but this is ridiculous. You know, come on, guys. Your parents are not teaching you well. We need like a trash can, like a big trash can right there. Just say, hey, just toss your trash. That's all. Don't throw it in the, in the walkway. But here's a great shot of the rock. It's a nice little hike, I tell you. It is a nice hike. So before it gets too windy, I'm a little shrouded by buildings here right now. So this Saturday night is the daddy-daughter dance. Now, Elizabeth and I did this daddy-daughter dance. I think, well, we moved here in 2020, and we didn't do it in 2020, but because we didn't know about it. But in 2021 we did, and we went 21, 22, 23, 24. I don't think we went because it was canceled. It was either 23 or 24. It was canceled because we got dumped that day, and I had a huge headache. Oh my God, I had a migraine headache. I woke up and I looked out and we had well over a foot of snow. And she's like, I don't think we're going to the daddy-daughter dance. And I looked it up and sure enough, they had canceled it. And they scheduled it later in the year in the summer to have like a summer version of it. And I don't think anybody went. We didn't go. But we went last year. But I can't say she's getting too old for it. I mean, it's cute when she's just a little girl and it's fun. But now, she just wants to hang out with her friends and not hang out with her daddy. And I stand there like a wallflower, just do. Sometimes I'll go out there on the dance floor. But I mean, I think it's kind of fun. This year is like Trolls theme. They have a theme every year. So this year is Trolls. But I just asked her today, I said, hey, the daddy-daughter dance is coming up this Saturday. I don't want to go. I said, you don't want to go? Do you not love your daddy? No, I do. I don't know. And I said, well, I've seen older girls there before, like late teen girls. They probably go with their dad. And I go, I don't know, maybe when you get a little older, you'll have some sentimental feelings and say, hey, daddy, I want to go again. So, but I think, she's going to be 12. It's not that little daughter and daddy dance anymore. I get it. Yeah, this is the I'm becoming cool stage of her life, preteen, where everything is like, that's not for me type attitude. Let me see. Any cars here? No. Any cars here? No. So we hike on over here. Hike. I'm not hiking, I'm walking. The mini Devil's Tower. All right. So I'm actually going to cut this for a second because I've let this damn thing run the whole time. Look at that. There are no cuts in this. It was just an eternal vlog. Just me yapping. Yapping. All right. I'll catch you up on the mountain. See ya. All right. I wanted to share this. So this is a little creek that's right here, right off the road. And I remember Elizabeth and I had come here a couple years ago, but look, frozen solid. You can see how the water runs over the top of these weeds here. But right now, nothing is happening. It is frozen solid. Let me come over here. It's a nice time of day. There's nobody out. And not too many people really go up here and hike in the winter. You know, the spring and the summer, the fall definitely. Because it's so beautiful. The summer gets a little warm to go hiking up there. Yeah, look at that. It's all frozen. Frozen. All right, catch you in a second. Rock Park, additional parking. I know of 3 places. Now, granted, I think you can park along here. And then there's a court right there that I've parked in that court. And then there's a road over there where you gotta kind of go this way and come all the way around, but it's a perfect access to get up that way. There's like 3 different access points. There's one down there. There's a parking lot that most people come off of Front Street and park there. That's more of your designated parking for the rock and the start of the trail, where this is another point. This is where a lot of the kids, because right up the street here is the elementary school that Elizabeth goes to, and when they have like a field day and the kids come down with a teacher and they go hike the rock, they come down this way, they come down this street and they go this direction. So let's see see if we've got any information here. Rock Park has been adopted by Keepers of the Rock and Castle Rock Teen Court. Has been adopted. Clean up after your dog. Castle Rock open space trails. 1 hour before sunrise and 1 hour after sunset. All right. It's not a national monument like a Devil's Tower or something, but I think they call it a butte. But I just like the fact that we're so close. Like, I literally just walked out of my front door, walked through our little parking lot, and bam, we're right there. Let's see. Rock Park. The town of Castle Rock is named after Rock Park, a historical natural landmark and perhaps the most visible open space property in Castle Rock. Since 1935, this important landmark has been famous for the annual starlighting ceremony. That's very true, see? Rock Park became the first open space parcel in town when concerned citizens fought for its protection from development in 1988. So we are here. This is Front Street, down the street. And this is Canyon, and then we're over on this side over here. So elevation 6,220, 6,590, and you can definitely, I am not kidding you, you could definitely feel it even halfway up. You're like, wow, that kind of took the wind out of me when I haven't been up here since I think last fall. So it kind of kicks your butt a little bit, but you know, I had been out of shape. I needed to get in shape. I think I'm getting close. Do some more hiking this spring and summer, some more walking. See, now here's like an intersection point. So coming from here is the main park down in this way, and then this is the trail where it intersects right here. All right, we'll chit-chat up at the top. All right, this is our current temp, 39. You can definitely feel it. The sun has gone down, and on this side, a lot of the snow hasn't melted because this is the shady side of the hill. So it's a little icy, it's snowy, but to be honest, as long as we've lived here, which is coming up on 6 years, I've never hiked this in the winter. I've always done it in the spring and the summer. In fact, I don't know what day it was. You'd have to scroll back. But what is it, day 4, 5, 10, somewhere in there, when I first started this channel. I come up here in the springtime, I think. So scroll back and check it out. Can you hear? I'm literally huffing and puffing right now. Goodness, it kicks your butt. All right, see you in a second. All right, I'm about halfway up the rock, and as you look, this is, well, I'm blanking on the name of that street, I can't remember. There's a new church up there. Elizabeth School's over there, and there's a little park down there, and we're down right over there. Those taller white buildings. And you can, it's very windy. Oh, this is the other place that I park. I park right over here, and I hike up this trail. That's a little trail right there that I come. Oh my gosh. Oh, I think the hood's going on here soon. Goodness, that is brisk. Oh, looks like I'm not the only one. We got one guy trying to do like a half jog, and somebody coming down. Oh yeah. You know, other than the coolness, it was a really nice day today. I think it probably reached upper 40s, possibly. Hi there. This is the second hardest part, is this incline right here. We'll make it though, guys. Well, you're not. You're sitting, you got your phone sitting on your lap in the bathroom right now. Either that, or you're on a train commuting, or maybe in front of your television. I don't know. How do you watch these? I've always been curious. Now I render them at 1080. I could render them at 4K, but I'm like, I can't really tell the difference. But where do you guys watch these? Let me know. I am curious. And what am I titling this today? Just hiking the rock? Oh, smokes. I'll have to zoom in, and then you can see Pikes Peak way down there. That's Pikes Peak. Now see, if you look on a map, we're kind of, it's not a valley, but we're right up against the Rockies. So we're kind of valley, kind of Rockies. But here's the old town, this old town Castle Rock. And then so the newer places that we were looking at are way, let me see, there's way out over there. That was the first house that we looked at. And then the other ones are up over this side, over here. Alright, those they had built. It took them a couple years to build it, but I think they're done. It's like these new apartment condo things. I think what was that, 4 stories? And we weren't supposed to have anything over 2 stories, and they just, screw it, we're building them. And they had those, they were building those when, those are apartments, like luxury apartments. They were building those when we were just coming here to visit the first time in 2020. It's hard to believe it's been 6 years. God, time flies, it's crazy. Anyway, and there's Highway 25 that goes south down to Colorado Springs. And then if you take it north, that takes you to Denver. So we're about, I don't know, halfway between Colorado Springs and Denver. It's a nice quiet area. It's not hustle and bustle of Denver, which brings me to something I want to talk about. So I'm going to be in Denver tomorrow. Last night I was sitting there and I was thinking about this channel, and I was like, Matt, you can't just, you know, sit at work and talk about things. You got to go out and do things, and that's how you gain your viewers. And, you know, I've taken some, I can't like personal advice, but advice from other content creators, watching them and some of the things that they do. And I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I got to start looking up to do things in Denver. I haven't really done it because I did Uber Eats for a couple years, took up my time. Now I got a full-time job that takes up my time, and a whole bunch of channels that takes up my time. I'm like, but I want to build this channel. I like doing daily vlogs, I really do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start going around to Denver to start trying things. So for instance, down here, where is it? Down here's a place called Dos Amigos. Oh, no, right there, Dos Amigos. That's a Mexican restaurant. There's a Casa Bonita. I know a lot of YouTubers have been there. I've never been there, so I thought that'd be cool. And then I thought I'd look up to see if there were any conventions. Oh my God, there are a ton, starting with this week. So there's an RV and camper convention that takes place in Denver. tomorrow's video, I'm going to go down there and I'm going to check out campers. Don't know first thing about RVs, but I thought it'd be interesting and maybe you guys would enjoy it. Then I noticed that there was a baseball card show. I love baseball cards, and so there's a baseball card show in March. And then in April, there's like a model railroad show. I thought that's kind of cool. What else is there? There's a whole bunch of stuff coming up. There's like a reptile show. And I thought, you know what? Why don't you start doing these damn things, Matt? There's a chocolate factory that's here in Denver. I can't recall the name of the company, but I want to go there. I want to try that Chicago-style hot dog place. So I'm going to make this channel a lot more interactive for you guys, where we're doing things together. Well, I'm going to do them, but you get to check them out. So it's not just me just talking. You know what I mean? So I hope you guys enjoy that. I mean, that's my goal, is to get more viewers and get people interested in this channel. And so think of me as like not Dora the Explorer, because clearly I'm not. Sorry. My ears are freezing up here. Oh my gosh, it is cold. Woo! I've gone full hoodie, folks. Anyway, I think that's it. Thanks for checking this out. I'm going to keep it short. Love you guys. I do. The few that do watch this. And you know what? We will see you soon. All right? Peace out.